I think when you're a model provider and you're racing to the top, you need to define what is the top for you. LLM Arena was a good source of, what do people like today? And it made the news. And I think for a while, people really tuning their models to be better at LLM Arena. But the reality is it only matters so much as, it works for your application. We see people tuning a lot for code these days. There's a lot of excitement around using models for coding tasks, for vibe-based coding. And so we're seeing models more and more tuned to things like SWE-bench, these kind of agentic coding tasks. But I think as I kind of look where things are headed, I think we'll start to see model providers announcing, new capabilities or new functionality that they've tuned their models to that might not actually align with the benchmarks that everyone's tuning against today. Yeah, so overfitting is a common problem in machine learning where we try to tune a model for one particular task, maybe more than any other. Classically, it was overfitting to our test data. We have a few test images that we want to make sure the model is really well on. If we tune to those test images, it doesn't generalize to other test images. In LLMs today, a lot of the overfitting is to trying to be more aligned with human preference. Take the LLM Arena, I want my model to be super friendly, but that doesn't necessarily translate to a better coding model or a better support model. I could also tune my model to be a really good software engineer and really focused on answering technical questions and executing code, but that may not be the most friendly model. And so this balancing of different capabilities, different behavioral attributes to build the most flat, most general model is a challenging problem. It's a good question. When we build models, we try to tune them to be good at everything. And there's a hope that being better at math, for example, would translate to better coding and maybe better poetry. The reality is, as we start to tune more and more for a particular domain, we can get better at that domain, but often at some expense to other domains. And so an active area of research right now is trying to be able to push multiple domains at once, to use things like reinforcement learning to specialize in coding while also preserving all the other capabilities that make a model engaging and fun to communicate with. But I think as we look to the future, it'll make sense for model providers to start to really specialize models for different domains. It's sort of, like people. Having just a person that's generally good at everything means they're maybe not the right person for any one particular task. And building a model that's good for one task might ultimately be a model that's not good for other tasks.